Hi everyone and welcome to this video tutorial. My name is Bianca and today I'm going to talk about the Unpid Result Search, which is one of the most used features in Electron for everyday usage. This video will teach you how to perform basic searches on the Unpid database, how to perform advanced searches, and how to save your search in order to share it with your colleagues. You can reach the Unpid Result Search through our main webpage, which is unpid.ie.oracle.com, and scroll down to a link, Search PID Result Database, which will open an empty form. Here you can search for test objects, test suites, or you could also perform a more general search by looking for just failures or panics, or you could also look for a particular baseline ID. The Unpid Result Search is quite an intuitive interface and facilitates a learning by doing approach, so let's get started with a couple of basic searches. For example, let's see what's going on in the FMA test suite. For this, just go to the drop-down menu under All Test Suites, and a fast way to get there is by typing the first three letters, which will automatically jump to the entry in the menu. We now only need to select it and click Go. Here we see quite a few result hits stretching across several pages and also showing a variety of test objects, clients, architectures and versions. Actually, underneath this link here is the way to the actual results, but I will get back to this a little later. In most cases, you would like to sort your result search in a meaningful manner. You could, for example, search by client. One way to do this is to use the drop-down menu and search for Run Client. A much faster way is by just clicking this link here. Another possible search is to look for a particular test suite version. For this, you can use the text field underneath the test suite drop-down menu. In this case, I'm going to look for test suite version 183 and click Go. Now we see all the results for the version 183. Now, in most cases, you would be interested in the most recent results for your test suite. In order to get there, sort by test start time, reverse. As you can see, the most recent results for this particular test suite version have been for S11 Update 1, and this is actually a project build. As you can see on the right side, failures and passes are marked in a kind of a traffic light system where green marks the passes and red marks failures. You also see here that there are failures that are not marked by a particular colour. Those failures are actually known and already baselined. This is a feature that I'm going to talk about a little later. Let's do a couple more searches to get more familiar with the search results interface. Let's say we want to look for a particular object scope. For example, we want to see all the FMA results for all the S11 170 builds. In this example, we go to the text field underneath all test objects and we type S11 17.star and we leave it at test start time reverse so we get the most recent results. You also see that there are several columns that are not expanded. However, if you mouse over the plus sign, you can see what is beneath it, and if you click on it, the column will expand. One of the more interesting columns here would be the ATS column, which shows us if there has been an analysis done for this particular failure. I'm talking about ATSs in another video, which will be linked below in the bottom bar underneath this video. Let's do a more advanced search now. Let's look for a particular baseline in the FMA test suite and see how many times it has occurred yet. For this, I'm selecting the by baseline entry, and obviously I've prepared one here for us. I'm going to delete this because I want to see all the occurrences and click on Go. In this case, we see that this panic has been seen in ONPID since S11-160 test suite version 169, and the most recent occurrence of this panic has been in S11 update 1 build 3 and test suite version 183. Now, for a number of reasons, you would like to save this search to discuss the results, for example, with your colleagues. For this, a nifty feature is to click on the Save button, and here you can give a descriptive name for your search, for example, FMA panic, and go. Yes, we are very sure we want this, and if you scroll down, you get the link here, which you can save for your and send to your colleagues. Now, if there should be an occurrence of this failure after you have saved your search, this will also come up here if you click on this link again. Now, let's talk a bit more about actual results. We go back to our previous overview and just look at the most recent results for FMA. And let's pick one. Let's pick this one here. We have 170 passes and 4 failures that are apparently known. As I said before, by clicking on this link here, you can get to the actual results, which I'm going to open in a different tab. So you can see here it says 170 passes, 4 known failures. And down here we see 4 expected fails with baselines to explain the failure. If you're interested in knowing what the actual past results are, you can click on this link here, which gives you an overview of all the past test cases. If you're interested in knowing more about this particular baseline, you can click on this link here, which brings you to a description of the actual failure. In this particular example, this is a test suite failure for FMA. If you're a member of the ONPID operations team, you will see an edit button here, which allows you to edit the actual baseline. If you're not a member of the ONPID team, you will not be able to edit the baseline. From this window, you can get to a variety of results, for example, the step log, the journal, and also the console for this particular machine. Let's go to the console first. This is how a basic console looks like, and you can see that the actual commands from the start of the test are shown here. The other link shows you a test suite journal and also the step stages, which will all help you to analyze the actual failure. Now, in this tutorial, I have showed you a couple of basic searches, one advanced search, and how you can save your search in order to share it with your colleagues. I hope you found this tutorial helpful and you'll visit us soon again. Bye now.